I feel good right now. I'm a lot lighter. I've been doing everything with Britt, working with my coaches, doing individual drills and stuff like that, working with the strength program. I feel really good, really solid right now.
Can you take us back to like when you got hurt with the hip? Was it something that had been lingering for a while, or
Yeah, it was.
the decision to get the surgery?
Yeah, it was definitely. It was something that kind of had been lingering for a little while. Just kind of couldn't get like down to what was going on. Uh, I kept working at it, kept working on it, but just it wouldn't give. So it just kind of came to that point to where it needed to get done, needed to get fixed. So I could look forward to the season.
How hard of a decision was that for you to say, I need to have the surgery and the whole year?
It was tough. I just kept going back and forth for myself because I knew if I had to get the surgery, I was going to miss the season, and it was something that I wasn't looking forward to at all. And just getting surgery, period. But it was something that needed to be done, so just went on ahead and got it done. I'm happy we got it done when we did, and now I feel good and ready to rock.
Was it just not right all off season, but it wasn't, like you say, the doctors couldn't pinpoint what it was, and it wasn't enough to keep you from doing stuff?
Yeah.
You just kind of kept doing it, just didn't feel right, or?
Yeah, I mean, I was training, and I just kept kind of feeling something, and it kind of tapered down my training a little bit, and kind of rammed it back up, and I just kept feeling it. So it was just one of them things where took it down to the wire. I think it was down to I think it was like a week 3 at that time, and just made that decision to go ahead and get it fixed.
When did you start feeling like yourself again?
To be honest with you, I'm just starting to feel like myself again. I'm really just starting to feel it, and it feels good. I'm working overtime, just with treatment and physical therapy to make sure this thing is right, and all the hard work is definitely paying off.
How tough was it? You not knowing what was going on, and people speculating about what was going on and what you was dealing with?
What'd you say?
How tough was it? You kind of not really knowing what was going on with the hip, and then other people outside speculating on the hip, and you not participating last year?
I mean, it was tough. It was tough just on me personally because I knew how hard, I had worked up until that point, and just to not be in a position to you know be able to play and go out there and compete with my team, was the toughest for me. I don't really worry about outside noise. I just focus on in house, and I focus on what I know, what's important. And for me, when it came down to making that decision, we tried to hold it off, but it had to get done. So that was the main thing.
What can you do and what are you still limited in doing well?
Well, I'm pretty much doing everything. They're just kind of limiting me on, going up against guys right now. Just really just getting my feedback onto me. Getting used to being in a huddle again, which is awesome. Getting in my stance, and just being able to go in different directions, run and change directions, cut, just doing all those type of things. And it feels good to be able to do those type of things now. So when we get to training camp, I'll be able to go full speed.
You say you're lighter. Are you going to play at a lighter weight this year, or you just going to be more muscle?
Oh, definitely, more muscle and just a lot leaner. That's definitely the mindset, just to stay lean as possible and keep building muscle.
You've played a lot of football, but you've not played in a while. How much do you need a training camp and some preseason games to kind of get back into it?
I'm looking forward to it. All that stuff, I miss because, really and truly in training camp, that's where you build, your team camaraderie, and you really get close to the guys. And I feel like last year was a little different, especially not, going out to Oxnard, being here. But it's looking like we'll be headed to Oxnard, which I love. I look forward to that because we really get to just be all about the team and be focused and really get to know everybody there.
What is your weight now, and is this the lowest you've been in quite some time?
playing? Or
Yeah, most definitely. I'm about 313 right now.
How does that compare to what you played at that?
Well, I played at about 323, so about 10 pounds under. And, for me, my mindset is really just to get down, into the like 308, 309, somewhere around there, and just, fluctuate between there and like 315, something like that.
y'all say was that number your idea, or did they tell you that they wanted you at a certain place?
It was just kind of my idea, just coming from just running and working out a lot. I just shredded a lot of weight. And so for me, it just feels good to be light. And, I'm just, my strength is still there. So, I'm just going to continue to lean out and just keep my strength, just keep building.
With the hip injury limiting your training, did your weight become higher than what you would have liked to be when you were preparing for last season?
Yeah, just because I couldn't train the way I wanted to, because I kind of had to like manage myself, just because I didn't know exactly what was going on. So now that that's behind me, I'm able to just go. I'm able to just go, and it feels good.
Has Dak said anything to you, Tyron and Zach, about, hey, it's good to see you guys again? Did you get the sense he missed you guys?
Absolutely, man. Me and Dak, we've been at it. We've been at it with Britt this whole offseason. So, it's been great, man. Just especially seeing how far he's come. I remember the first day seeing him out there, just kind of walking through, everything that we have been doing to running, and me trying to keep up with him, and just seeing how fast he just recovered. Just seemed like every day he just got better, and he's still like every day it's just like wow, like he really. I just remember him on his first day to now. It's night and day.
How does the lineman know? How does the lineman know, LC, when his quarterback is back? Because you're not watching his mechanics, you're not watching him throw. How does a lineman know that his quarterback is back?
You just see it. You see, everything that he's doing. Even when it's tough, he pushed through. He's definitely a big time leader. He don't even. Man, it gives me chills to think about it, because he don't complain. Even if things are bothering him, he just finds a way to keep going, to keep pushing through, and that goes a long way with guys. Especially, it's been days where we be out there and it's like, man, it's a tough day, but he keeps going, and it makes everybody else want to keep going, especially me. And when I see that guy, that's who I do it for. I do it for that guy. That's my locker mate, and I protect him at all costs. So that's what it's about.
Career here, you've been the best offensive line in football. With you getting healthy, Tyler's getting closer, Dak's getting closer. What's the ceiling for this unit this year? Now you guys are a couple years older.
I'm really excited about this year. We got a lot of great experience in the room, and all across the board. We got Tyler. I think he's the youngest guy, but he's very impressive. He's a great athlete. He's a great teammate, and he always wants to learn. So I think just all of us together, we're going to be a very special unit, and I'm just looking forward to putting that work in with these guys and just taking it one week at a time, one day at a time, and us really reaching our full potential together.
As injuries piled up last season on the offensive line, Connor Williams kind of became that reliable last man standing. From what you saw, what impressed you about his production down the stretch in an increased leadership role?
Connor, he doesn't get rattled. He just keeps going. Even if football, you can't win every play, you can't win every rep, but it's all about being able to take the hits and keep rolling. And he took a lot of, even when he wasn't feeling good, he just kept going. And that's the biggest thing. You got to keep going no matter what, no matter the circumstances. Just keep rolling, keep fighting through it. And that's one thing you saw from Connor. And he's been like that since day one, and that's one thing you love about him.
Last year you guys went through 13, 14 different line combinations. What was it like to have to watch that? And with the three of you guys back and healthy, how good can the line be again?
It was tough to watch that, especially just having so many young guys in there and just sitting at home watching it for me. It was tough just not being able to be out there with my team. You see somebody rough up your quarterback and me not being able to step in and calm that out. So, it's just, that was tough. Anytime your team take the field and as a true competitor and you're not out there, it's always tough. But, it really gave me something to look forward to when I came back. And it just gave me a lot of motivation and just everything that I need to keep moving forward. And, I'm just looking forward to it. I can't wait to just play football again and be out there with my teammates. And, I think our line is going to be great. I think we work the right way and we do things the right way. We just got to continue to stick together like we do. We've always been a close unit since I've gotten here, and that's always been in place, and I think that's always going to stay. We're always going to stay close.
You mentioned Tyler earlier. What differences are you seeing from him in year two? Do you see more command, or otherwise, what are the differences?
He's just he's got he's figured out just everything that he needs to know. Being the center of the offensive line, making the calls. He's speaking with more confidence. He's asking the questions, that you want a center to ask, against certain different things, adjustments and everything like that, what to do. So, it's funny, man. He reminds me a lot of a little bit of Trav, man. He's got a lot of Travis in him, and, it's great to see because we all know how great Travis was. To be honest with you, the things that motivate me, they never change. It's always been in me. It'll never change, and I just keep my eyes on that. I just stay focused on what motivates me and what keeps me going, and what adds fuel to my fire. That's all I stay focused on, and for me, that's all I need to stay focused on.
How it's important that you guys are trying to build something. What were those conversations like as other teams opted out of OTA?
Well, it was never a conversation for us. I don't think one guy even, had that question come up about, not being here, because we all know how important it is to be here, because, you got to build that chemistry, that trust, and the only way you can do it is with work, and you have to put the work in. That's one thing you can't skip around. So just being able to have guys have the locker room the way it is, where guys not even questioning playing football. I mean, that's like the foundation, because guys, first you got to want to be here, you got to want to do it, even when it's hard. You got to want to keep going, and we have those kind of guys in the locker room. Got great leaders, and we just keep the standard high, and we just keep rolling.
Guys, this is the last one right here. Last one.
With this weight loss, have you changed your diet, and has that been difficult? Have you had to sacrifice some of the things you normally like eating, or is it mainly just from the working out?
Well, I mean, my diet has definitely changed in a great way. I just learned a lot about nutrition, just, especially coming off of the injury, just knowing what I need to put in my body and what I don't need to put in my body. And, that has been key. And just, when we're working how we're working, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to make those changes that's necessary for you to be successful and you to get everything you need out of your body. So for me, yeah, I've made great changes and a lot of hard work. So it's definitely paying off.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Like your boy Joe Looney?
What'd you say?
Joe Looney lost a lot of weight. He said it was intermittent fasting.
Yeah, nah. Nah, nah. But Joe's my guy. But no fasting for me. I still gotta eat.
Thank you.
All right, guys.